yeah, how you doing, people out there? It's my show right now. But the bro's going to be coming in soon. He's having, as normal, technical difficulties. I'll just jump on, start the show, running a bit late, but don't worry, it's Kiwi time. Kiwi time all day. We're going to start off with Retro Tinker. G'day. How you doing, Retro? How you doing, mate? Oh, what's this? Yeah. Oh. Just let me take these off so I can read. Oh. I am actually going a bit clean shaven. But baby boy, but no. I'm actually growing a beard, and I'm doing it like on Facebook. With some people noticing it, I've been doing it day by day. This is the 5th day. Bit of roughness. I'm actually growing a long beard. I used to have one, and I decided I'm going to grow a long beard. But I like to start from scratch, see how it goes, show people the progress and all that stuff. Okay, and we have got Zale the Man. Yeah, what's up, fellas? Well, I'm fine. I don't know what's up with Kimball. We've been having shocking weather here in New Zealand, like really shocking. He's probably having a bit of glitches on his side. He said he's going to join in, and he was going to come on in. The reverse way of growing a beard. Yeah, well, no. I never actually. I actually grown a beard twice in my life, long ones, and I started clean shaven, but I've never actually bothered to actually do it stage by stage. So if you follow me on Facebook, you see the stages I'm going through. Reverse way, I love it. Here we go. I'm just going to check on the brother. He's just maybe his internet cable is frozen or whatever. It might be the wind. In Wellington here, we're being a terrific wind, but I'm just going to check a message from him. Here we go. Oh, okay. It's not internet problem, guys. It's other problems. But don't worry. We can manage to do this. Here we go. We've got the laser bean. Yeah. But I look like a baked bean. Yeah, I don't really I never liked shaving it. My fiance right now is like happy. Oh, it's all nice in there. But it's coming rough now. So, it's getting prickly. So there's my little cat to self-protection of anyone who I don't like to kiss me. They will go near me or hug me. You're like the grandmother. What are you doing everywhere like that? So I don't think he's going to come in. He's actually having problems. So I'm going to keep this short and sweet. We're talking about Wellington last year in the upcoming show, which is actually, I think it's not this weekend. I don't think it's next weekend. I think it's the weekend after, but it's coming out in the weekend. But last Wellington show was off the hits with On the Rocks, 2 halls. We had it in the Lower Heart here where I lived, my hometown. Well, my hometown's Hawke's Bay, Hastings, but this is where I live, this is where I love, and this is my home. So, yeah, it was amazing. 2 shows, 2 halls, no, actually not 2 shows, two halls. We won't be doing a show there. We're awesome weekend because I'm just around the corner, down the street, easy as. But no, there was a lot of stuff, and I think last year Campbell and he actually came on. We did actually on my channel live. He came on and visit me. So that was quite cool. Windy or Wellington? Well, here is always windy, and it's just. I've had so much damage to the house that I'm slowly repairing. It's not funny, guys. Things that fly near people, like, I'm not lying. You drive to work and next minute you see a trampoline like hanging on a tree. And you're like, okay. That seemed to be normal. That seemed to be, not for me. I'm from Hawke's Bay. We're going to get windy around September and that's it. The rest of the time it's like hot weather. But, okay, let's get back to Wellington. Not Wellington. Let's get back to Wellington. It has been crazy. Well, it's winter time. What do you expect? But hey, it's 9 degrees. It's freezing here in Wellington. It's windy and it's raining galore. Like buckling down. Gary and Ken was having the same problem in Palmerston North. We're just about an hour away from each other, about an hour 42 hours away here. Or depends sort of driver you are. If you're a crazy driver like me, an hour away. If you're a safe little driver, about an hour, 2 hours away. But Wellington last year was cool. Cam and I did we did a sort of a competition where we had to get something for each other, and then we showed off afterwards. That was fun. I don't think we're doing it this year. I'm going, but I'm not going to make a big deal of it. I don't know if the bro's going or not. I hope, of course, he probably will come visit me. Probably jump on and say, hey, knock, knock on the door. How you doing, bro? You going to go to the show? And we're going to go hang out. Oh, good morning, Lilith. How you doing? Yes, it is. It is very, well, for you, icing morning. For me, it's 2:40 p.m. New Zealand time. But, the show, as I said, the Wellington Toy Show is coming up in a couple of weekends, and it's going to probably be 2 halls. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be epic, but the only thing I'll say is this: what is this weather going to do? And what is it going to be? We're going to be walking around with cameras on us where we're wearing like Arctic clothes. Perhaps I might have to put on a Cobra outfit on. It's good. Oh, actually, I've got a Chewbacca one on. I might just shove on onesies. It's going to be onesies material, I think. Well, unfortunately, the man himself, the MacGyver of G.I. Custom, is, by the looks of it, not going to be able to join in. Tonight's show is going to be short. I'm just going to put a plug in for, the Wellington Toy Fair. It's going to be cool. I love it. I love going to these toy fairs. And I'm hoping to take my girlfriend, just recently engaged, my fiance, to it. She's looking for Gem. Good old-fashioned Gem. Cobra Commander helmet would keep rain out, but might fog in somewhat. Yeah, you know what? Like last year, it was cold outside in these halls. They have the heaters on. So, you know what? It's like, you go outside, you're cold, you have a sneaky little wee hot dog, because we got this sort of hot dog guy who makes hot dogs in Wellington. He's one of the best. And then you walk in, and it's like, steam up glasses. No, it is exciting, especially when you got the Kiwi GI Custom, because he's a bit of a car salesman. You just watch him at work, trying to heckle prices down. Or this is sausage here, and this has got a broken this, and it's got, making it look like this is broken. I want to get said $10. I want to get $5 from it, but this guy fixes them up easily, so it's not like nothing bad. Come for the toys and stay for the hot dog. Yep. We got an awesome guy who does hot dogs here. He comes in his own little wee van with a trailer. It's awesome. What's that? A Viper helmet would be better. Mate. Actually, you know what, man? I would love to have a Viper helmet, eh? That'll be awesome, having a Viper helmet. I reckon they'll go down just, imagine walking in, Or here's a little wee thing for Ram. How about a Star Wars Stormtrooper helmet? See, I don't own one. I'm really shocked. I don't want to be a Star Wars man. But the thing I get excited about, actually, is seeing Campbell coming out from the bargains he gets for, like, the big toys, the big, he comes out with surprise. He always comes out with, I got these 2 for 20 or these 2 for 10. And seeing what he can make out of those 12-inch figures, man, I just love it. It's just, like, so exciting. You watch his stuff, and My favourite one is actually the Cobra Viper. Trying to give out hints how much he wants to sell that for, but you know, I'm just selling that thing. I must admit, that will be, actually, you know what? He's been doing some good custom does, and I think he just did one for Nate. Have you guys seen that video? Oh, mate, dude, him and Carlson do some amazing custom works. Yeah, he is a talented dude. Yeah. Here we go. What we got here? Nolan Campbell. It's the Tiger Force Cobra Commander helmet. Tiger Force. Wouldn't that be not Tiger Force? Wouldn't that be Python? But he will paint it with stripes and saying Cobra Commander now as part of the Tiger Force. Oh yeah, it was actually it was you retro. It was a retro. Yeah, done so many. I don't think you guys ever seen the one he did for me. I don't know, but that's awesome. The one from Carlson, I got with my truck, and I'm still waiting for the order to come from England. I think I got a new battery, a new engine for that, so I can get going. I am Nate. Yes, I know, Nate. I know. I got it wrong. I am Nate. Yes. Shame me. Sorry, mate. Sorry. So now I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Air out my board here. So this is a shame that the bro can't join us in. He's having trouble, and I'm having trouble weather-wise here, but it's not affecting my internet. Well, I don't think so. I don't know if I'm lagging. I could be lagging. Here we go. Both Nate and Campbell are amazing at their craft. I just got toes and my hand installed. Toes and hands stored. You need that. You need toes to balance to walk, and you need hands to grab things. So yeah, I'm always lagging. To be honest, man, I'm lagging until I get my coffee. Ooh, Star Wars. Look at that. Ooh, yeah, baby. I'm always lagging until I get my big cup of coffee. I mean, I just woken up. Believe it or not, at 2 o'clock, I've woken up. I've done night shift, so this is actually, to me, feels like 2 o'clock in the morning. And it's rude that the bro ain't here. No, here. He comes and he goes. I can see him right there. Yeah, see him right there. And he comes and he goes. Come on, bro. Oh, out. Dun, dun, dun.
I'm here.
That is a big coffee. But I'm a big man, mate. I'm a big man. All right, here we go. The man himself, the man of the hour, ladies and gentlemen, let I may present you Kiwi GI Custom, the MacGyver of customs. Campbell.
No internet issues. Just say a stupid decision that I agree to, which I thought would be right. And you can see all this other stuff here. There's a load of shit.
Ooh, but everyone's saying hi to you.
Hey, how's it going? Okay. But all right, I'm probably gonna lose some female voters here, female things, but I'm gonna get off my chest. I do apologize. I'm gonna get off my chest. Have you ever noticed that you have to wait for a woman?
Oh,
and they lack. I'm really sorry. I'm probably gonna lose some subscribers over this, but they lack male logic.
They lack time management,
male logic. And I said it 100 times that I have got this, and this old laptop needs to be warmed up to get itself going. And yep. But nope, it is what it is. I don't know why I've got the old I've got the this camera going. I'll see if I try and get the other one up and running. I'm just saying it doesn't see it. But it is what it is.
I know exactly how you
feel, bro. What were you up to, bro?
Well, I'm just going to say, I know exactly how you feel, bro, because my ex-wife was like that. You know, you tell her that we're going to be somewhere, we're going to do something, and it's like 5 hours later, she's ready to go. But I'm kind of lucky with my current fiance. She's a school teacher, so she's there. She's in the car before I am. So I'm a lucky man. She's really on board. But what we're talking about was us talking about the Wellington Toy Fair.
I'm still here.
Wellington Toy Fair.
Yep.
And how last year was epic. And we were just talking about there was a guy there of hot dogs, and he made awesome hot dogs. You know, and of course people don't notice, but man, Campbell he hoed down on his hot dog there, but I don't blame him.
I was starving.
Yes, you're starving. But I was just talking about this year how the weather is and how cold it is. I might have to go in my Chewbacca onesies.
Back on the thing.
Yeah, I might have to go in bed. And I was just saying that this year how cold and how weather's crazy.
Yeah, it's
I might go in my onesie. My Chewbacca onesies.
Unfortunately, he can't get the 2 halls because the other hall's been renovated.
That's actually, I was saying to everyone that we've been having really bad, vicious one here. I've had to patch up 4 holes in my house from flying objects.
Oh, no. It's just, there's nothing wrong with the school. It's just going for renovations. That's all. That's why you can't get the second hall.
Oh, that's fucking rude. Nah, that's all right. There's actually a lot of schools here going for renovations, actually. I think they got it in their budget lately.
Yep. I might as well talk about the what we had at the Wanganui Toy Fair, bro. That was wicked seeing Lambs and Kelly. Catching up a few other mates there that I didn't suspect. That was probably the best part, really, sort of catching up with Lambs.
The photos and all that was awesome, man.
Yeah, it's out the gate. And I've got to say, is Ronnie in the house too?
Yeah, Ronnie was here. Ronnie!
A package came from Ronnie yesterday, which I'm halfway doing. I'm doing 2 videos, filming 2 videos at the same time. I'm doing the Macho Man Randy Savage custom, JoJo custom.
Ooh, yeah.
It's a little bit behind schedule. I said in a few days. A few days is a few days. But I'll give the audience an unboxing, and there's something in there, bro, for you too.
Ooh,
yep.
There's something in there for me.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, I'm heading down to Wellington once again. I'm saving up for a trip to Fiji, so I'm definitely going there, bro. I'll just once again, my budget will be $50 this year.
Yeah,
and if I don't spend it, I don't spend it.
I'm going. My budget's low. As I said, I'm going to go to around the end of the year. Not only that, I've actually got to get the warrant for the car before I actually go to Hawke's Bay. End of this month, I'm going to Hawke's Bay, so I'm a bit nervous actually.
Yeah, because
this weather. Yeah, running to Hawke's Bay. I'm not worried about driving. I used to be a truck driver. I used to drive in the snow and drive in winds. And don't get me wrong like that. I'm no worries. I'm taking the whole family, taking the girlfriend, taking 3 dogs. But the thing is, at Hawke's Bay, if you go there and a hurricane or whatever hits, the only way to get in Hawke's Bay, the only way to get out is through bridges. So if we flood, I could be stuck in Hawke's Bay, which I don't mind. I love Hawke's Bay. But work-wise, I only got 2 weeks off. So that'll be a disaster.
This will tell me if I'm reading this right or not.
What's that?
I don't know.
Yeah. What is that?
Oh, no, the writing's right. It says the Barracks Podcast. Sweet. Yeah, bro. So the Wellington Toy Fair is on next week. Next Sunday.
I couldn't remember if it was this coming out this weekend or the following weekend.
Yeah, following weekend is Makariti, which is what I'll be heading to Hawke's Bay. See Mum.
Well, I'm actually heading up. I was supposed to head up that weekend, bro. But I'm going in the middle of the weekend because I actually got a. It's just weird. I got to go see the plastic surgeon on Matariki Day. Actually, yeah, that's a day I think I have to. No, actually, I think it's Friday. I got to go see a plastic surgeon, and I'm
You're
going
going
to
to see a
be.
plastic surgeon, bro.
Yeah, I'm seeing a plastic
You're
surgeon.
going to get some like Snake Eyes plastic surgery face on you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm changing my face. The reason why I've shaved everything, guys, is because I'm actually going to get a similar face that Cobra Commander had. You know, I'm going to get like a Cobra face.
No, but all serious, is that because all serious, is that because that scar that's underneath your eye? Is it?
Yeah, it hasn't healed for 7 years, so I'm going in, and I'm going to be up on my feet for 5. I'm not going to have a walk for 5 days, and I was like, it's my face. No, they got to take a graft off my back of my leg, and apparently I've got to be a good boy and not walk around.
Yep. No worries.
But hey, we're just going to find out.
So, with the toy fair, that was your first toy fair last year, eh? I was going to basically say to you, what have you thought of it?
Well, no, it wasn't my first. It was my second.
Oh yeah, but it was your first one filming it.
First one filming it, and I stuffed it up. I was so nervous, I forgot to unmute. So I was walking around talking to people, and they're like, dumbass me.
Don't worry about that, man. I remember my first one, and I've said it before, and I said it again. Instead of having the phone this way, I had it up this way.
You had it, and I filmed everything this way. YouTube way. Yeah, you had it Instagram, YouTube. I might actually. I might not do a YouTube. I might actually go there with the camera and do that way. I might do Instagram. I might do some few short videos for Instagram.
Yeah, it's all right. That's cool.
Yeah.
Because I started at the Taranaki Toy Fair. Not worried about interviewing too much of the people who are selling the stuff.
Yeah.
And I did the same with the Wanganui, and I think it worked out better, to be honest. Just basically concentrate on the toys itself. Yeah. It's hard to interview people with that sort of background because it's so noisy.
It is. There's so much noise going on.
Yeah. So what are you hoping to get? I mean, going back to the same question, what did you thought about it last year? To me, last year I was great having 2 halls.
Well, I was just saying to everyone, not only was 2 halls, it was huge and it was great, but the fact that we had a challenge, that was actually exciting.
By Sazel. Yeah.
But I don't think this year we do it because, as I said, I'm on a very low budget. I'm saving. I was originally saving to go to Greece end of the year, but we decided to go to Rarotonga. We had, we want to build a new fence in front of our property because I'm sick of my effing neighbours thinking, "Hey, we can run over his bonsai tree that I'm trying to make." I've got this beautiful building a bonsai tree. I only have one bush left that my neighbours let me effing have. And so I'm trying to actually make bonsai, and someone decided to run over it. So it was, you know how Karate Kid, how the bonsai tree went split? I think it was the third movie that went like that. Well, that's what my bonsai tree looks like, a split bonsai.
Yeah, a lot of us asked that question. Do we get much Mark soldiers and dinky cars? Yes, we do. There's a lot in New Zealand. A lot. It's something I'm literally godsmacked with. It's not really my scene, but
a cup of tea.
A cup of tea. I still filmed it anyway. There's tell you what do you think of this, bro? It was out. It's the Hot Wheels and G.I. Joe combine the skyscraper.
Yep.
I like
Hasbro and Mighty. They actually have joined forces.
Yeah, Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels.
But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. Last year was good. I walked away with a few gems actually. And even though you get some people want to try and rip you off and say something that's nowhere near what it's worth.
Yeah, like that one.
You know, onto about the G.I. Joe from the 60s, bro. Nah, it's from the 90s. Oh, it's from the 60s. No, put his pants down. I guarantee it says 90s.
Yeah,
but I got that figure later on trade me anyway, so I shouldn't really complain. Catching up with you was great. Oh, I've got that Serpentor figure too to give you next weekend.
Actually, quite good.
No worry, another.
Yeah. Actually, it was crack up. It was at the beginning of last month how everyone on Facebook Messenger was doing Cobra Commander and that, and I was like, listen, I was like laughing too hard. I didn't put my impersonation in because I was laughing too hard. It was funny.
Do we do another live stream afterwards? I don't think we will, bro. We're gonna do a live stream beforehand.
We did last year, but as I said, actually, I'm gonna have to. I think around the time I'm gonna be working, so I'm gonna have to quickly go in and look around and all that sort of stuff. I'll do some stuff on Instagram. I'm looking for, as always, G.I. Joes and Star Wars, but I'm actually going to tinker around on the last year. There was a guy who sold some awesome trucks and die cast. So I might actually walk over to the die cast, but they're expensive. Amazing how die cast is so expensive. So I might try and grab some more G.I. Joes, but mainly Star Wars figures. What's that? You need a barbecue. You know what? That's a great idea, but this weather. Yeah, I build myself a shed.
I saw that.
And I had to put my barbecue in it, which I was planning to anyway, because twice the Wellington weather is so bad, is actually threw my first barbecue actually in the air and wrecked it, and actually damaged the side of my air conditioning. The second time it did it, the new one it did it, but it didn't damage it, so it's gone straight in the shed. That's why I built that shed for, and other things. No, I'm looking forward to getting some. I don't know, man. I'm gonna try and stretch my budget, but die-casts are expensive and an expensive hobby. So I might just stick to Star Wars, which was a good bargain last year.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
Yeah, I as I said before, I'm sort of looking around I really like the Power of the Force C-3PO and R2-D2, and I had them before and I sold them or gave them to you.
I still got them. They're still yours. I'm just making sure.
No, bro, you have them, bro. I'm just sort of thinking that this is a bit of a joke. I can have them around like R2 and C-3PO around the laptop.
Oh yeah. It's a great idea. Hello,
hey, hello, Paul. Hey, Lawrence, how are you, mate? Long time no see. How are you, buddy?
I've seen that fella for a long time. How you doing?
I've seen him. I've watched a lot of his shows, but
but I'm talking feeding to him, talking to him.
Yeah.
No, to be honest with me, bro, I've been spending my money not on toys. So to see, I've been trying to get this my truck up and running for the Taranaki show because when we go to Taranaki show, I'm going to drive the truck I'm building up. I found out there's a few problems I have to work on, like in the new engine, upgrade the engine, upgrade the batteries. I mean, I've been putting my money towards that, but mainly I'm putting money towards up behind me my display for my G.I. Joes. I've got two things here. I'm been spending my money on that. I should actually saw a video.
I've talk about projects. I've been playing with 3 different projects all at the same time, and not last night, the night before, I looked at where I'm going to put my spray booth, my mini spray booth. He just installed a new ceiling fans and now taking pics. Hey, cool. So I've just looked at where I'm going to put my spray booth, and where I was going to put it, because I cleared my workbench, I'll put my tool tool chest on the workbench, and I thought, no, I want to keep the workbench clear now. Now that I've cleared it up, I want to keep it cleared.
Yeah.
And I had an old. Do you remember the old computer desk table that we had? It was like a shelf, sort of, pull-out table. Yeah. So, I thought, maybe I can fit it inside that, but it's too big. So I thought, well, the only place I can put it is on top. But if I put it on top, it's perfect height. That means I can see it without bending down. It's at eye level. It's like it was made for it. So
I definitely need something like that because I've got paintwork to do. I've got paintwork to do on the truck, the missiles. I've got that already, and I just can't get a break. Even when it was spring, and even when it was autumn, summer here, there was windy, so I just can't get a break to doing it because I got that to do. I got something I'm doing on my car, some customs, and that's a great idea. But I've got a small garage. But
Little saying it's spray roof and tiger stripes. No, but it's white. I've just got everything. I've got last of everything. All I need to do is basically build it properly. So I've got the box. I've got the fan extraction. I've got the extra lights. All I need to do is build it, and I'm going to be filming that. I said I was going to film it last month, but honestly, life got in the way. That's probably why you didn't see me do much content last month. I'm not sure what's going to happen in the future. I will be around. I probably won't bring out as much content as I was like because I've got to juggle life around, to be honest.
Yeah. And especially what's happening here in New Zealand, guys, we got like this weather is driving crazy. You got to get your house. You got to get your house properly done first.
No, the weather for me is fine. Weather, it's nothing to do with the weather. Nothing to do with the house. It's something else. I'll give you the guts of it right after the show, bro. Okay. Hey, it's Mum. Good afternoon from Brent and I. Brent's on the show too. It's our older brother.
Hey, Mum.
So yeah, going back to the toy fair, bro. Yeah, is your health okay, Campbell? Oh, my health's fine. Yeah. I'm half Time Lord. I'm good. I'm good as gold.
Yeah, he's just busy doing the new upcoming shows for Doctor Who. Everyone know that there's a new Doctor Who. Cam was just doing some episodes. He's going to go back on through. He's actually said he's going to, for a Time Lord, he's not very good at turning up time on streams, but that's not his fault. That was his wife.
Yes. And
if my health is okay, apart from I'm going to get plastic surgery to look like COVID.
Yeah, you look pretty good actually.
I've been actually good. Actually, been really good.
Yeah, and I heard that Brent, our older brother, has also lost some weight too, which is good. But I'm going to also after the show contact Mum as well, so have a chat with her. But yeah, going back to the toy fair.
Yeah, give it to it. Give it to on track.
Yep. So yeah, you talked about that. I said, I wouldn't mind trying to get as all things, which is weird. Star Wars. If I can try and hunt those three droids, even BB-8 and is it R5D4, the red one. Hey, Uncle Owen, this R2 unit's lost.
I got that unit of yours here. I got both of your units here.
No, you have it, bro. It's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah, it's in the spare room there. I actually, believe it or not, I sleep in because I do night shift. I sleep in its room. It's my other room.
Yeah.
But
G.I. Joe stuff. Yeah, Action Man. I said I wouldn't buy any more Action Man stuff, and what I did at Wanganui, I brought Action Man stuff. So I'm going to hold up with the Action Man.
I said, this guy comes out like $10 for two, 10, and your 12-inch figures is pretty epic to watch. And I guess it's easier.
I've got a few big projects to do with the Action Man, to turn them into G.I. Joe.
Actually, Brent is actually our older brother is a collector. He collects multiple toys. You think we're collecting toys? He does Transformers. Yeah, you name it.
Yeah.
So he's a Hasbro guy. Actually, I'm actually going this year on a mission. I'm actually going on a mission from my girlfriend. I'm looking for a gem. another Hasbro figures. I'm looking for Gem figures.
Jim. Yeah.
She might be coming with me.
That'd be cool. What time you
Yeah.
be turning up this year, bro? This next Sunday.
The Sunday, I work night shift. I'll be finishing Sunday morning. I might try to get there about 11 or 10.
That was the same time as last year.
Yeah.
No worries. I'll do a quick short on the like promoting it on YouTube on the Barracks Podcast. If you could do the same thing too, bro. Do you have any flyers or pamphlets or signs?
Well, it's a bit. I'm going to be doing it on the Instagram side of my Instagram. I'm making more Instagram.
Yeah, do that, bro. Because
I'm doing. I do Instagram stuff. So watch out for Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, and I will be doing a lot of photos, a lot of little quick for short videos.
Yep.
Perhaps on if I find something it's interesting, Star Wars, Cobra Command, or Star Wars Cobra because I love Cobra, but G.I. Joe's and mainly, or looking for a hunt for gems. So you watch out for Instagram. I will be doing it.
Let us just came up with a question here.
Sorry.
Yeah, Tiger Force. Funny enough, you actually own one. Do you remember the Action Man that had the tiger and the tiger stripes and the tattoos?
Yes.
So
I owned the Action Man version of that.
Yeah. A lot of it's not a silly idea. I don't sew, to be honest. So it's all about finding the costumes or the clothing that's tiger stripe. It's easier doing Night Force with Action Man than it is with Tiger Force. I know you like Tiger Force. It is what it is.
Yeah.
What did Johnny say?
Apparently there's new gem dolls. Apparently there's new gem dolls coming out. But they've been coming out on those pop heads anyway. Actually, I got to hunt some for my girlfriend.
Oh, the Funko Pops. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got one she loved. I got on the good books in that one.
Mum just come out another comment up here. I'll put it up. Yeah, there was into trains. Yeah. There's a model train show here in Palmy on the 28th. But that's when I'm while you're here, Mum. Sorry, motorbike. Not next weekend, Mum, but the following weekend. It's Makariki weekend. I'm heading up on Saturday, and I'll drop off your birthday present.
Ooh, yes.
And have a chat. And if I can, I thought about probably if Brent agrees, if I could record his film some of his Transformer stuff. What do you got there? Just a new release in Barbie. How articulation is it, mate?
Yeah,
because I wouldn't mind getting some articulation dolls for my Action Mans, like Scarlet, Lady J, Cover Girl, and all that. I've got one figure which is pretty close to Lady J. Well, you've got to have the 12-inch Action Man. You might as well have the dolls as well. Well, not dolls.
Let's go if you're there, though. I love the head.
Melt those pops down and make it. No way. They're kind of cool. I've got a few. I've got a few of the.
I like them. I'm sorry, guys. I actually like them more than the figures. I mean, I love my pacifier. I love my O-rings. I love my Star Wars little wing and 12-inch. But they just. I see them. I just get a bigger smile on my face.
They had a lot of collection of the Funko Pops at the Wellington Toy Fair, so hopefully they'll have something in the Wellington one. The Wellington one runs twice under different people, eh? Like they do a winter one and then they do like a November one.
Yeah, an upper hut.
Yeah, but we're gonna be in Hawke's Bay. We're gonna be in Taranaki in November.
Yeah.
Filming our first ever live stream. And then next year is the Wanganui one. And the guy at the Wanganui one has got some huge plans, bro. I'm like, Whoa.
What, for next year?
He's got some huge plans for next year, the guy at Wanganui.
Yeah.
That's all I'll tell you.
On I don't know if I'm going to do it. Actually, I'm going to do it on the Barracks. Sorry. Just have a bit of coffee.
You sound a bit like Arabic.
I've actually got... I might be doing it on the Barracks Podcast channel. But I'll be vlogging the whole thing. Going from Wellington, going shopping at Campbell's house, and then I'm going to be throwing him a UHF radio. So we're going to be talking to each other on the radio. We're going to convoy up to Taranaki, and I'm going to be staying at the somewhere. I'm going to be camping in my van. It's going to be a whole venture. But I got some awesome stuff coming. I've actually got a gift for Campbell and for him for around that time. It's a little wee gift. It's a little wee cool thing. And I've got banners that'll be pouring behind us when we doing our live show. I'm getting custom made banners of us.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to be out the gate. I'm just going to find out what type of table size we're going to have.
Just going to put me on solo for a moment. Just sort of
solo.
Bear with me for a moment. I'm just working on my. I'm not filming. I'm just working. I've already made this guy, so he is. That's bald-headed person. That is. What we got there? Put the light on. So that's me. I've already made the person, but my head the head wobbled a bit, so I'm just working on building up that ball joint up. And the easiest way of building that ball joint up really is this: you can use Milliput, or I use this hot glue gun. Hey, done deal.
King Henry the Fifth cut your head off.
Yeah, it was it's one of those things. So when I'm filming and when you paint something, you go like, okay, what else can I do? Or if you're in the wrong headspace for filming, for doing like you got hundreds of things to do, but you're in the wrong headspace, and you can't really film it, but you need to keep active. So I either do that, and then I come right, and they go, all right, I'll start filming. I'm just gonna get myself out of here, bro. I'm still here. I'm just gonna stop the camera so you can hear me. I know exactly. I'm just gonna grab myself a drink. Yeah, let's grab myself a drink.
Yeah, you go himself. He's got himself a drink. No, I know exactly how he feels. I had trouble. I don't do much filming, guys. I know you guys see me start building on the truck there. I custom. Carlson made an awesome figure of me. I'm doing a truck, and it's taken me a while because I do 5 nights night shift, and no offense, on the Monday I have off to do things. I'm like, yeah, nah, you guys don't want to hear me or see me because I'm like, nah, just want to build this, get this thing done. Yeah. I said the only thing I got to do is spray painting. I got all the paint. Campbell says to me to go to Bunnings, Mega My 10, Bunnings does it. I got all the paint, got the plastic primer, thanks, bro. Oh. He's been teaching me that stuff, but the thing is, you can't spray outside here in Wellington because you think, beautiful day, just a bit go, and all of a sudden it's like, well, there you go, you know. But not only that, I do car related stuff too, guys. I do customs. I've got my own garage. I mean, I got pretty much my car, everything you need to do. I just don't need spray paint, like my toy truck. So is
this what you got, bro? This brand?
No, I got different brand.
So this is awesome for plastic. Get that sunlight on. So this is like I use Tamio paint if I can, but I needed this sort of pink. So this is great because it actually works on plastic and it dries really well. I'll give you guys a bit of a heads up. So whenever you're spray painting, you got the what?
I got the primer paint. That's it.
Yeah. So I'll give you guys a bit of a heads up. try and heat the can. I saw this. No, I got this information while I was on Casey's show with the customs and all that. So heat the spray gun, the spray can, like shake it, heat it up, shake it again. If you can try and get whatever product you've got also nice and warm. I couldn't use a heat gun on plastic, but with the fire going, I put it inside the house by the fire for about an hour or so. So what I was spray painting was nice and warm, and this was also nice and hot. So I spray painted it outside. Oh, not outside. I spray painted it in the garage, and then also the garage is also quite cool. So I've got my heater going beside me, and as soon as I was spray painted, I quickly went back inside and put it beside the fireplace. So that's the only issue with my spray booth at the moment, is that I probably need to get like a heater inside that. So once I sprayed it, I did actually own one, but I didn't like it. So I was given one of those heating pads for gardens, for raising plants from seeds.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, well, what the hell am I going to use this for? I can't use it. And then my foreman suggested if I had that. So the idea with the spray booth is I spray paint it, sweet as, then I'll put that in there, and then I'll close the booth up for the night or whatever. And it's a slow heat too. So it's not a severe.
Usually what I do. Oh, sorry, bro. Go ahead.
I just saw a question from Lilith, and I've got a question for Johnny too. While I'm at it, I saw this question from Lilith, and yeah, Kelly Sorter. I'm friends with Kelly Sorter, and I saw this on her feed, and yeah, I reckon it's great. The Mercer figure doesn't. I think you made a comment before. It doesn't seem quite right to me, but the Sergeant Sorter. So there's a Sergeant Sorter classified and a Mercer, and it looks brilliant. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's great. I would try and get it. You have seen it?
I've seen it on Instagram. It looks pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. Now going to Johnny. True. But Johnny, I'm looking at doing the wrestling special live stream next Saturday this time. Are you still in, mate? If so, either give me a message or leave it here. And it's just shed tiger stripe pattern. No, it cannot be tiger stripe pattern because there are building restrictions where my brother lives.
Yeah, no, I haven't got tiger stripes here.
Woohoo! He's in. I'm going to dig out my Undertaker cardboard cutout, bro.
Where's my Bret Hart one? I don't know where my Bret Hart one's gone.
Would have been left home, is it?
Oh, probably still at Mum's. I don't know. Yeah, no, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah. So the wrestling one is basically talking about and WCW. So it's all about the stars from back in the day when we were kids. I'm not going to worry about the ones. We probably will talk about a little bit of ones right now. I'm hoping to get Phil in here. Kelly. I know Lance is in.
Well, not only when we were kids, but when we were young adults too, because when the NWO era, I remember you and I flatting together and we watched WWE or F back then, but now WWE and WCW, and that was actually a good era for this WCW. That was actually quite a good little era. That'll be fun. Yeah. Here comes the rain. Damn, I hate rain.
You hate rain?
It's pissing down here now. I've got to go out soon.
Oh, yeah?
Damn it.
How much time you got here on this?
I'm supposed to leave about just before 4.
Okay, yeah, cool. You just let us know. I wasn't much into wrestling. This is Liv.
Yeah, I wasn't much into wrestling when you was a kid.
It's all right. It wasn't everyone's cup of tea. I I think my brother and I, we sort of go into wrestling, then fall out, then go back in again.
Yeah.
It's back on Netflix, so I'm sorry, it's on Netflix, not back on it. It's on
Yeah.
Netflix. So my daughter and I, we watch it a lot.
Yeah. I like, with me, it's when you do night shift or you do certain work. When I was married for about 10 years, I went out of it because I just didn't have the damn time when you got kids and that. I was raising kids and it was a bad marriage. But now it's on Netflix. I'm back into it. Oh, loving it. CM Punk, he's the man. I think it's because of CM Punk coming back in that I've really gone hardcore in it.
That'll be a cool person with you, bro, because he's a wrestler and also he's into G.I. Joe. CM Punk.
He's got the Cobra. He's a fan of Cobra.
And the Rakashage, pardon me, fuck me, sorry. The Storm Shadow tattoo.
Yeah.
Storm Shadow, Snake Eyes, Jinx, Arashikage. Yeah, I can't even say that. For me, it was not that not sporting mine. Yeah, and I wasn't allowed to overtake into it. Yeah, okay, I agree. Yeah.
So Kim, we're lucky we had a big backyard, so we wrestled. We did backyard wrestling.
Yeah, but anyway, that's for next week, next weekend's live stream. So you can do your magic, bro. I'll get the people if you can do your magic by doing it the thumbnail.
Yeah,
but anyway, we're getting sidetracked. So going back to the Wellington one. So yeah, I'll be there bright and early. I'll meet you there, bro, about 11ish.
What time does it start?
10 a.m.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to wake up about 11 anyway, because I want to sleep that night, so I need to wake up around time. Might even get up a bit earlier, trying to get in before everyone. I must admit, last time I was the first in line, and that was handy. Actually, I might go first thing. That was handy to go early.
Yeah. I mean, I was there because I had to sort of, get there before people and film. Yeah. But as I said before, I'm not interviewing people. What am I after? We talked about what we're after. So I said Star Wars, G.I. Joe, probably not Action Man related, but I do need some clothing to finish some projects that I'm doing up. I don't mind Leonard Core. Anything that's to do with closely resemblance G.I. Joe, where I can see something and go, that's not too bad a price. I can turn it into something like the Wellington Toy Fair. I've got something to turn into the Robo Scale, which as I said, I can't wait until I get the spray booth up and running. I'm kind of excited about it. It's going to take a bit of time, but yeah, it's going to. Talk about Leonard, yeah. So, guys, don't forget to check out my up-and-coming video, which I'll be filming pretty promptly after this is over. And it's a care package from Ronnie Trick Shop. So I'll do a big shout-out to Ronnie. He's too kind of a man. Too kind. I literally wanted 3 figures. One of them is for you, bro.
He was on the show.
I wanted 2 figures, but there was a figure there that I knew that you didn't have, so I said, yeah, you can have it. So then it was like far too kind. So what I'm going to do for Ronnie is I'm going to send him one of the Barracks Podcast t-shirts.
Nice.
Yeah. And also a figure that he hasn't got too. Actually, 2 figures he hasn't got. So, but he sent me a whole bunch of beaters as well. And yeah, there's another step Pintor bro with a broken tooth. I was like, yeah, here we go again. Is it skid marks? No. I asked him that. He said he's got a skid mark. I've got 2 skid marks. One which I improved, and the one that needs to be repaired. But yeah, Ronnie is just too kind of a person.
He was on before, but because you weren't on the show, I think he kind of left me You went, oh,
Ronnie. I was watching
Kiwi,
part of it.
Kiwi Guy Customs not on. I'm going to leave Quinnan now. So I remember that, Ronnie.
I was watching part of his show because I take the girls to gymnastics in the morning. About 12:30, but so it only goes on for an hour.
Gymnastics. I thought you said the Mystics. I was like, wow, what's going on there? This Mystics.
Gymnastics. And it was at 12:30 to 1:30. Sweet. But then the wife says, "Oh, while you're in town, we need some bananas and all that." And I'm thinking to myself, "Oh, I don't know if I should do this. I should do it after the live stream because I know this old laptop takes a while to warm up."
Yeah.
And also, I've got to get the cable and pull shit out and blah blah blah, as you guess. Yeah. And I was looking at the time, and the laptop was like struggling to turn on, and I was like, "You're shitting me! You're literally shitting me!" And I knew. I kind of blame myself. My gut instinct tells me, don't do it. Just get the groceries after the live stream.
Yeah.
So I'm partly to blame, to be honest.
Yeah. Well,
trust your gut. Listen, people. Trust your gut instincts.
We never do. I know we never do. We always doubt it. But then, good for me about Taranaki one coming up. You know, I'll be taking my laptop, and that's. Sorry, bro. Fast and Furious.
Yeah, that's cool, bro. I'm kind of curious to see if two mics can work together at the same time.
I can make it happen. Yeah. Oh.
Or would there be feedback?
There will probably be feedback. You need one mic. No, sure do. Let me look, because what I'll do is I can get. What you do is you just get this little special connection that goes in. You put multiple mics in. You can change the tone. Like if I'm louder than you can tone it down so they can work together. You can get them. I used to have one.
I do own two of these. One of them is in my Joe room where I used to film my face, but now I've changed how things are. I haven't got rid of it. I could always bring it here and see what happens. I'll do it next weekend. During the wrestling one,
these are too big, so I'll purchase myself a small one.
Give me a favor.
I can tell you the truth, no, bro. We'd be best using we better using this, and it'll work fine. Because
I got the wireless one.
What's that?
I got the wireless one.
You got a wireless one?
Yeah, I picked up the other mic and the wireless. Guess how much I picked them up for them?
How much?
$40. I picked up another mic and that for $40 each. They work fine. They work great.
Yeah, I think this could be a problem. Wireless one, yes, you get the wireless one. That means we can actually get up from the table, so what I'll do, get up from the table, take your phone, and you can walk around we can take turns.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking too. That'll be quite good actually at the end of this month. It's too bad it's November, which is so close to Christmas. That scares me, man.
Yeah, especially you and I planning on, but I have left budget for then, but well, I don't think we're going to be purchasing much because we're going to be busy. But yeah, as I said, I'm going to be stealth camping. The Cobra will be stealth.
I've never heard of stealth camping.
Stealth camping, I love it. I watch it.
I've never heard of it. I've heard of
Go on YouTube and type in stealth camping. The Americans do it all the time. I'll be staying in the van.
You said YouTube or Google?
YouTube. Stealth camping. People stealth camp in their vans.
Hang on a sec.
Hang on a sec. Yeah, Christmas is coming around the corner. It's already halfway through the year. Crazy.
Oh, it's like they're parking. Whoa,
You parking
it's like they're
up?
parking in malls and all that.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna be doing. Now I'm
Whoa.
gonna be YouTubing it. I'm gonna be rocking it, guys.
Well, I don't know if I can do that, mate. I know I've got to. That's why I said, like, do you want to go 50-50s in a fucking hotel or motel or something like that?
I know. Because me, I have sleeping pattern problems. And as
So do
I have night terrors. I head out. I do some weird shit at night now.
Nah. There's a quote on a song from Taylor Swift, and I've got girls, so yeah, that isn't Taylor Swift, and you can't help it. But there's a part of a song, and it's the anti-hero song, and she goes, "Midnight's become my afternoon." That's what's been happening with me lately.
Yeah, well, I'm an owl. I'm a night owl. As my work colleagues call me the vampire. I do come out during the day. Honest, I do.
Yep. Oh yeah, Lilith, yeah, you're right. We're the middle of the year now, so it'll be Christmas before you know it. Yeah, it'll be Christmas before you freaking know it. And no, I'm not going to put a ghillie suit or a onesie type. Hey Lilith, by the way, we are going to do this Tiger Force live stream, so I'm going to be letting you. Like, I want to do it. I'm going to probably bring in a couple of guests, and we're going to talk about probably sub teams. And I would say we're going to talk a few sub teams. We can probably start off with Night Force, Python Patrol, or Tiger Force. But we want to talk about a few sub teams, bro, and just have that. And we do a live stream straight on Night Force. Yeah. So if you're not ready for this Tiger Force live stream, I can't wait forever. You know, I'm getting old. Even though I'm half Time Lord, I can't find my TARDIS. I can't go back in time.
Yeah.
Or forward in time. That's another thing too, bro. Talking to Casey the other day, I think I would try and hunt around for something with Doctor Who. When did you think about doing it? Okay, so this month's going to be pretty much busy for us from now on. So we've got the wrestling next week. Yep. Then I'm away the following weekend to Mum's.
Yeah, I'm going to
Saturday, Sunday. And then you're also away. I could do a solo thing. But then how about next month, bro? The first Saturday of next month, which is June, July. Or are you too busy?
That's around the time. It all depends what spastic surgery, and I might have to opt out because I might have a big bandage on my face.
Everyone loves bandages. Nah, fair enough.
I don't mind. I just go and get myself a hoodie, a red, not blue, but red hooded coat facing me.
That'll be funny as fuck, bro.
Okay.
Doctor Who, Dr. Death, Dr. Mindbender. Don't trust. Oh, yes, too. Johnny. So watching, and I want you involved in this too, Johnny. So watching your room, and you had the Streets of Rage video game soundtrack. I thought of an idea. I hope you're keen. Would you be keen on doing a video game, your favorite video games when you were a kid, live stream? So we'll each pick 5 or 10. We'll probably grab another couple other guests, and we'll pick your 5 or 10 best favorite games. Sure, Ewan. You inspired me, mate. And honestly, Johnny, it was really your music, that Streets of Rage. And it's only because I downloaded the Sega games for PS4. Sorry, my cushion's getting up my asshole.
I got the pick, the downloaded the pick for my Nintendo Switch. Which I
Yeah.
love.
Yeah. Tell what though, I realized playing Streets of Rage on your own is bloody hard. Okay, what does Liz say about the time? Okay, I'm okay with you doing it, Campbell, but I don't want people to think that I'm copying you. And I know that one person will say that I do not want to. I'm happy to have you come on board, Lilith, if that's all right. But
Yeah.
honestly, I think other people have done other streams on different things. Like they've talked about wrestling. I know Johnny does an excellent show about wrestling. And he has a wealth of knowledge. That's why I wanted Johnny on. Yeah.
Golden X. How about Ninja Guardian?
Yep. Get into it, Lilith. Yeah, come on, join us.
Come on. Don't worry, man. Don't worry. I got your back, Lilith, man. You know, I am the lumberjack of the tech, the mech. Okay? I've got your back.
Yeah, I would say that every other live stream, someone, it's not copying, someone would have got inspired. So watching a show that Johnny did inspired me to do a favorite video game segment coming up. And it's all about being inspired, not copying. I'll never accuse you of copying from me, unless you want to do the same music, the same logo, and
hey, look
and then put an AI voice of myself and my bro.
Hey, look at this. How many custom toy? I'll use the word toy. How many custom toy creators are there out there? There's not only one. There's a lot. Like example, how many cars? People working on cars. There's plenty. There's plenty of people doing it. And you know what the thing is? Everyone support each other and enjoy watching it. And watching each other's stuff. So come on board. Jump on.
She says, I'm working towards it. And I know that some people would try well, I could make it easier. How about we won't do it at all? We just talk about Night Force and other things, bro. I've fell in love with Night Force. If you want to just do Tiger Force yourself, I'm happy with that, Lilith.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much easy as.
Hey, I'm gonna have to pop off, bro, because I'm gonna have to go because I've got to leave at 4.
That's right, man. You hold the fort for a good fucking few minutes. I don't mind hanging on board for a while and finish it up. It's almost like tagging in, tag out.
Now I'll catch you guys later. Good having you, Johnny. We must do something about the wrestling. I love my wrestling. Must. Yes, I can't wait for this wrestling show coming up. Good on you, Johnny. Thanks. See you guys. Leave you with the man himself, the Cobra. Not the Cobra, the GI Custom.
Yeah, bro. So don't forget, next Saturday, bro, same time, is
same
the
place.
Wrestling, is the WWE. Do we call it WWF? You must call it WWE.
Well, we're going to do WCW and WWF by back then, and we might call it, just keep it neutral, call it wrestling.
Yeah.
I want to talk about ECW as well.
Yeah, ECW as well. And it's all about our favorite things from the past.
Yeah. I'll pick up something.
Cool.
Right.
That's right, bro. You go. I'll catch you later, bro.
See ya.
See ya, bro. Oh, I'm on my own. I could always do an invite and say if anyone wants to come along. What did he say there, Retro? Yeah, I know how you feel. It's suck yourself for a long time. Yeah, I totally agree with you on that, buddy. I totally agree. It's psych myself up for a long time before putting myself out there. I was the same, Retro. If you recall, I did when I first got started. I didn't show my face. I just did my hands, and then now I've gone back to just being the hands and the face. But I do show my face every now and again, just not often. it's just the way that YouTube is at the moment. The algorithm doesn't seem to like my face. Oh no, that's sad. It's more than that, Nate. Yeah, I understand. It's look, it's all good. It's all good. Like, Lilith, how about I just do the show, but I'll do it in your honor? How's that? Would you be happy with that? This, I know you really want to see the Tiger Force, and it'd be kind of cool. It'd be kind of cool to do something with this white screen of mine. Maybe I need to get some other things because this is a curtain blind. I'll let you guys in on a secret. There's a fridge, but it's basically a garage. So I'm in a garage. So maybe I start doing, I don't know, some art behind it. I don't know. What you guess? But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Wellington Toy Fair. Absolutely looking forward to it. It's I'll be on my own driving down there. It'd be great to get away from the wife and the kids for a while. Great to be a kid again. It is, mate. I think I actually did show you, Nate, where I work in the garage. It's you wouldn't believe what I've done up in the ceiling. I've actually got egg cartons and I've actually hot glued them onto plywood and then screwed the plywood onto the ceiling to help. I actually hope it actually helps with the sound. I don't know. I'm doing a lot more voiceovers too, if you even guess. I think the first one I did, Nate put it up that there was a double up of my voice. So I'm still learning that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's as I said, the Wellington, it's in, hang on a sec. I just need to get the details here. This is in Nainai College. I can't remember the see, that's the thing. I should have actually got all the information up and running before I came on board, but because I was running late and it was shitting bricks. So it's a Nainai College. I'll do a quick short on and promoting it where it is afterwards. What do you got here? Oh, probably don't want to show you this to the world. So do what you need to do. Don't let me get in your way. I'm not upset. Just see, that's why I don't like using the name community. You know, it's a family. I think is better, even though a family can also be dysfunctional. You still got that person's back. A community, it can be quite ugly. And I got that idea from Zazel of all people. Yeah, I got hashtag G.I. Joe family from Hillbilly. I prefer the hashtag G.I. Joe family because at the end of the day, a family, even though you may not get along with each other, you've got each other's back. Yeah. Yeah, I've been there. I'll tell you what, Lilith. Here's a saying that I used to say to a lot of people, and I used to shut them up, shut them the fuck up. So here's the saying I came up with: doesn't matter if you're talking good about me or bad about me. At the end of the day, it's still all about me. And it put people in its place. It literally did. So yeah, it sucks. Just then that's a great positive spin. You know, I've got big shoulders. You know, I've got people trying to put me down a lot, and honestly, doesn't faze me. I just keep saying that to myself and to them. More importantly, them, and it shuts them up. There's just no comeback for it. Or you could do what Kalito says. Kalito from wrestling. He goes, "I spit in the face to people who don't want to be cool," and there's no comeback for that either. Oh yeah, Nate. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Zazel was an incredible friend. If you chuck me a link now, I'll jump in. Oh yeah, sweet bro. How do I do that? How do I do this? Invite. There we go. Copy and Messenger. Cool. Enter your name. I'm looking for you. I think I found you, bro. I think I found you. Hopefully I've done this right. This is the first time I've ever done this on the laptop. I used to do it a lot on the phone. So hopefully I'll send that to you, buddy. What does that mean? Does it mean good? Yes, no? You had a thumbs up. Oh, it's Johnny! Add to the stage. My man! Long time no see, bro. Oh, there's Phil in the house too, Brian. Phil! Yeah, I'm looking forward to this next weekend, man, for his wrestling special. Oh, actually, Phil's in the house. Phil, are you into this wrestling one for next weekend, next Saturday? Or are you too busy, brother? Anyway, how you been, bro?
Oh, good, man. Good. Yeah, I'm counting me in for that classic wrestling talk and the video game one. I've done a few last year with my mate, actually. We've done different video game topics. I've done a Streets of Rage one and Street Fighters. I'm always up talking video game stuff.
It was honestly I was watching that preview of your showing off your room.
Oh, yeah, like this room. Yeah. I tried to put in excess music in there, and YouTube went, computer says no. So I went, okay, take that out and find something else I can use that I like.
Oh, Phil reckons he's in. All good. Yes. Yeah, it was just the music you had, the Streets of Rage, and I went, my God, that gives me an idea to talk about your top 10 or top 5. We'll get a group of us. I would have
that'd be cool.
I don't know when that was coming to play. I think, as I said before, like next week we'll do another live stream, but then I'm off in Hawke's Bay the following weekend, and then my brother's off to Hawke's Bay the following weekend after that. So we'll probably be in July somewhere, but we'll talk more about it. But yeah, you just inspired me to do a favorite video game, and I still play games, not very often as I used to.
I didn't play any for like over a year because I was just doing other hobbies and stuff and work, and then like the last couple of months, I've been up every day. I get up like 4 or 5 a.m. anyway, 2 hours for work. I've played games every day for 2 hours before work the last 7 days, last 2 months in a row, after not playing anything for more than a year.
Maybe that's what I need to do. I've got a lot. I've had a lot of things come up sort of at once.
Probably because it's winter now, and this summer it's too hot, and I'm just like, just after work, my brain's like. But I play it in the morning, it's nice and cool, and then I woke up and I'm ready to drive and go to work. And
yeah, that's not a bad idea. I don't think I should do it at night time. I have for the last month and a half, I've had trouble sleeping, so I get up at 5:30, but I'm going to bed at 2:00.
Yeah,
that's not good for you, bro.
Too. I usually go to bed at 9 and get up about 4, but I often wake up 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, but I can sort of see myself if I go to bed early, wake up for a good hour or so beforehand, play a game that I normally play, and then
also feed the cat. That's my routine. I get up, feed the cat. I don't usually eat, but I have a coffee, and then he kind of goes back to sleep, and I'm keeping him company and playing the game. And it's too cold to be. It's still dark. Yeah. Like I go up for walks and that sometimes for work, but when it's raining and heavy, you're like, nah, stuff that.
Yeah, shit, yeah. Yeah, well, as I said, I'm in the garage, and you know where I do my work, and I've got the heater beside me. But even then, I'm thinking to myself, bloody hell, it's freezing. And it's not even the middle of winter. It's only just the start of it.
Yeah, it's only the beginning.
Yeah, Yeah, for some reason we've had a cold front come in. Which you said, I've had that for years. The sleeping schedule. Yeah, it's for me at the moment. I've had some stuff that's happened, and because I'm an overthinker, I'm thinking every scenario, and really I should just turn that brain off, and because I'm thinking of every scenario, and then I go, well, what if that scenario doesn't work? I've got to think of a contingency. Batman must have been an overthinker. Honestly, the way that he had a contingency plan for everything. But yeah, I'm struggling to sleep, and it's it kind of showed last week at work. I didn't realize I was, but I was pretty short. So
it can be crippling. I do my overthinking during the day. At night time, I'm watching James Spader Blacklist, or I'm sitting with a cat, or I'm playing a game or a book or something, just like mentally vacant. Just thinking is done for the day.
Yeah, that's what I need to do. Yeah, honestly, then it's I said to work, that's probably what I need to do. I need to play a game that's just mind numbing, no strategy, like wrestling or something that I just go around and shoot people.
Too, like doing exercise or anything, or going to do it. Just keeps you focused on what you're doing now, and not conceptual parts and present and all that.
Yeah, I love how Little says that Batman's got OCD.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And what did Nate says here? Yeah. Oh, he's talking about micro machines, isn't he? Or arcade machines?
No, the arcade, you get those. There's certain scale. There's kind of scaled down arcade cabinets, like real video games. You get them like here. You get them like JB Hi-Fi and stuff. You can order. You can order them online and that. But they've done quite a few of them. There've been a lot of 80s, 90s commemorative ones.
That'd be kind of cool. I can sort of see myself. I've got time. Put a console. No, how do I make my own video game? It'll probably have to be with the PS4 controller that's still standing.
The cheapest way is just to use MAME, like MAME's multi-arcade machine emulator. And some people build, if you've got woodworking skills, you can build your own custom cabinet, slap a cheap PC, and then run emulation and set up your Jammer arcade sticks. But the dedicated ones, they're like $500,000, which sounds pricey, but it's a full, thing. It's full electronics and all that. And then you either sit on a stool or you put it on a platform because they're kind of small, like off the ground height compared to the full size ones.
Yeah. Liz is saying about Minecraft. Don't knock it. I've never played Minecraft, but now that I've sort of seen the movie, I'm kind of interested in it.
The movie. I remember seeing Minecraft before it was even called Minecraft. It was actually a freeware PC sort of demo that got really popular before it became a commercial product and was still in development. And I remember seeing it going, oh, that's pretty cool. They're doing this stuff. And I like the kind of retro look and the pixel graphics. And then one day I was in the shops and I'm like, why is there vouchers and toys? I guess this was like 10 years later. I guess that game's still around.
Still around? No, it kicked off. Whole new name. I've actually had this sort of discussion about games at work. I've got a couple of guys that they're brothers, and every now and again I'll talk like Duke Nukem, like, come get some. Yeah.
The cool thing about Minecraft is, unlike all your big studio games like Assassin's Creed and Resident Evil, I play them, that's like 500 people team, one person. To the first version. So I'm guessing, I don't know how he worked with royalties and all that in his company, but I'm sure he must have made a bloody dollar by now.
Do you ever play Fortnite?
No, it was after my time. I mean, I'm still playing games now, but it was like the new, what do you call it, Battle Royale. I mean, in my day, you had like Doom and Counter-Strike and that sort of thing. And it was like the PvP, that's what I was trying to think of. It was like the new thing for the youth, people aged 10 to 20 were playing.
Yeah. It's I've never really got into it. It's
I noticed all the comic influence on it because there was all these characters. I'm like, oh, that's an homage to this 60s Marvel character and the 70s, 90s Image Comics character. That was really obvious that artists and people did cool designs and that in it. And the lots of G.I. Joe stuff was in it because I'd see the figures down at the store and went, hey, that looks just like the guy that wears the balaclava from G.I. Joe.
Oh, Firefly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too. And I was like, and it was even cheaper.
Very intentional. It's just different enough that it's not like quite copyright stuff, it's just a little bit different.
I was like, yeah, I could probably use that, and it's cheaper too. I can buy that.
I have one figure from that. I think I have. I don't know what it's called, but it's a werewolf. He's just a werewolf, and he's grey, and he's got guns, and he's wearing like a tactical vest.
How to be out the gate a werewolf? Oh my god, that'd be kind of good. That's gonna be a good show when we talk about that. Yeah. That's gonna be a long show. I think we'll probably get Lambs involved in that too as well. So
yeah, I hope so.
I'll do an invite and say obviously I can't have too many. I can only have like 6 people on board. But
you can always do a sequel if it's too popular, and do a follow-up.
Yeah,
if you do one group and do another group another time if you can't fit them all.
Well, I was meant to do a sequel to the barbecue one too, but now it's wintertime, so I'll do another sequel towards the end of the year of the barbecue. That I haven't forgotten about that one. I'll definitely do another sequel to the barbecue.
I know Nate's looking forward to that. Out thumbnail hold here's a Barbie doll in a box and I'm about to put it on the barbecue. It's like, is he going to do it? Stupid face.
Well, I thought that's what Nate was going to do, to be honest, but he was really cool with that
barbecue. Apart from the few,
he disappeared and came back with a sausage.
I burned a battle cat one day when I was a kid. Me and my mate bunked off school one day. We were about 13, and we were just bored. And this is when we were at the age where we're not really interested in toys and stuff, and it was just old stuff sitting around. We weren't collecting things, and we're in the garage. And just for a lark, he's like, I dare you to set fire to the thing. We had the lighter, set the fire to the tooth, and we'll blow it out in a minute. And like a minute later, the whole garage was full of fumes. We're like, we better move this outside or the garage is going to catch fire. And it went up in 2 minutes because of the plastic into a complete puddle. The whole thing was, like green smoke of that coming off it.
Yeah, I've burnt myself. I knew how vicious plastic is. I was doing a custom and I burnt myself with some plastic dripping. It got me on the forearm. It's only
I had some on my finger before when I was a teenager. Just plastic man melted on my finger. And you put it under the cold water and think, oh, cool it down. No, it's still burning underneath. Now you've turned it solid and it's going to rip your skin.
Yeah, it did. It literally did. I put it under cold water and I was like, it still hurts. Yeah. So I just got it and just like peeled it off along with some hairs, and it's only just starting to heal now. And that was last year. That happened about this time last year, actually.
That's like how not to do a custom video. Don't burn yourself.
I remained my cool, to be honest. I was like, oh, that's landed on my forearm. Okay, I'll finish this off, and then I'll pause it, and then I'll scream like mercy and run to the kitchen. Under cold water. Oh, yeah, that's good. And I actually came back here and I started talking. And there might be a way, if I can find the video or the content of it, I can, and I remember how it is. You can hear the change of voice. It's like, okay, this is still burning and it's hurting. And so I literally paused the video. I got my little knife and I just flipped it because the plastic was actually dead hard. And I was like, okay, I'm going to scrape this off and scratch some hair off. And there's this nice little red mark. And I went, okay, I'm done filming for today because I need to treat this.
Yeah, it's funny. I've done like all sorts of chemical safety handling training and shit as an adult. So I'm knowledgeable in that way. But I've still got no idea. If you get melting plastic, should I try and scrape it off while it's still hot? What do you do to do the least damage to yourself?
I think, honestly, you scrape it off. You scrape that plastic off as quickly as you can.
You want to get it off before it goes solid again. Yeah. Unless you're into like waxing and you're like, you want to wax yourself.
I love that. Every bit of Customs to Campbell has a tiny piece of DNA.
That's true.
True. I've also done one where I've drilled, I went past and I drilled my finger.
Oh.
Yep. So it's a beautiful thing about doing these sort of my videos is I can edit things out, but you can see going forward that my finger is red. And even though I taped it up,
you must have been a fan of Kiss in the 70s, they put their blood into the Marvel comic in the printing press. You thought, oh,
really?
Yeah, for real blood.
I didn't tape it up straight away. I actually used super glue to stop the bleeding.
Yeah,
but you can sort of see the red. Yeah, a single beard head. Yep. Why? It's not a silly idea.
No, Harry does his flocked hair on his custom figures. He just
trimmed it off. There's a guy in Fielding, which is probably about 9 minutes away from where I live. And that's why I work in Fielding. And he deals with Action Man, but he does flocking. And I actually want to see him. And probably when he's in his right frame of mind, have a chat to him about what he does.
So what's the thing that's like electrostatic, something to like for it, not just glue, but it's some kind of thing that makes it stick.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a glue, and then it's also static.
Yeah,
electrostatic. He gets a little bit overboard with flocking. He even does the eyebrows, and the eyebrows look like they're like werewolves or something. It's like
some country 70s man eyebrows.
Bushy has eyebrows, and you go like, seriously? I go like, I said, like, they never did the eyebrows, didn't they? No. You sure? Okay, yeah. Look, he's in the 60s.
Oh, he's innovating then. He's fucking eyebrows.
But he's done a really good job. So I would have. I've got a few Action Men that need reflocking. So what does Nate got here? Army of Campbell's, no hot dogs will be safe. Yeah, I wouldn't mind cloning myself actually if I could.
I did the world's shonkiest custom because I have no talent or skill whatsoever at like customizing or anything that involves skill or technique and small things. Forget it. I can't do it. But I took an old Ninja Turtle figure. It's only a mini figure, not the full size. It's a mini one that doesn't really move, like a little statue.
Yeah.
It's basically crap. I got it on eBay lot and it was worthless. And I thought, what can I do with this? And I went, one day I was bored and went it back and went, I was going to paint it green, like because I had house paint I'd used on a bit of wood and I wanted to use it up. So I paint them all green to make him look like a bit of a monster. And I thought, what else can I do? I'll roll them in sand and I'll cover them in PVA glue and roll them in sand. So now he looks like a sand golem who looks like a Ninja Turtle.
Oh, bro, nice. Johnny's in the house. That's not the first time. I recall Actually, you. That's right. We're on the Wellington Toy Fair. We did a live stream, and my bro was showing me because he sort of developed the StreamYard better on the computer more than me. So he was training me, but we're doing the Wellington live stream. And he goes, look, we can invite people over. He says, can you? And you were talking and says, oh, let's invite Johnny. And Johnny said, like yourself, he said, I'm in. So he sends you a link. And like lo and behold, almost like to the year, you've come on the show as a spur of the moment invite. It's great.
My missus was out, like she went out to see her cousin, and I was sitting on the bed with my cat, just watching the watching your thing with your brother, and had a pie in the oven, and just the timing. Normally, I wouldn't even be watching YouTube on a Saturday this time of day.
It's we kind of agree with this time is the good time for us, because he would be getting ready to go to work pretty soonish.
Yeah,
I would say so.
I thought it was a replay. I didn't know it was live till I clicked and went, oh, they're still going.
I turned up late and so the wife's unable to do a few things at the moment. And so I said, look, I'll take the girls to gymnastics, not domestics, but gymnastics. And I said, they start at 12:30, finish at 1:30. I said, cool, I've got time. Then she goes, oh, while you're in town, go to the grocery shop, go to the supermarket. I go, oh, I don't know if I've got time for that. I don't know if I do. And sure as shit, because this laptop is old, and I said it before, I said it again, it takes a while for it to warm up. And I just messaged my bro, I said, just get it started without me, bro. I'll be there soon. I don't know when. And yeah, what a nightmare. I just said to the wife, like, I can't do this. I'll take the girls to gymnastics, but if you want me to go to the supermarket, I'll do it after the live stream.
Yeah, I don't know where I spend Saturdays. Like I drive all the time during the week for my job anyway. I've a lot of back and forth, a lot of times driving, and the traffic's horrible. So Saturday's my day of mental rest, so I don't go bananas. And I'm in supermarkets multiple times a week as part of my job as well. So if I need stuff, I grab it then. On Saturdays, I'm just like, no, I'm home. If I don't have it, I'm doing without it.
Yeah. I had to finish work early yesterday because I'm doing this Macho Man custom, and
cool.
But through a G.I. Joe, using a G.I. Joe figure, making a Macho Man custom. And so I went to my local model shop, and they didn't have the paint that I wanted, but he was so kind to say, if you go to Bunnings or Mitre 10, ooh, yeah. That's awesome, bro. Jesus Christ, that's awesome. So I've chose the pink and yellow one of his character.
Nice.
So he goes, if you go to Mitre 10 or Bunnings, they should have the paint there. And sure as shit, they had it. And for about the same price. So yeah, sweet. Yeah, so I'm midway doing that. I'm midway. First time ever. It's only because I've been so late. I'm filming 2 things at the same time, and also this. So I'm doing 3 things at the same time. But that's okay because the parts I spray painted last night are inside beside the fire, so that should be well and truly cured by now for me to get to the next stage.
Cool. So bastard trying to cure stuff in New Zealand. I've never done it, but I've grown up. I had a mate who was always doing model kits and war stuff, diorama. Very skilled. He's been doing it all his life, and I'm 45 now. He's the same age as me. So he's been doing it since he was like 7, 8 years old. No joke. So I've seen him do heaps of stuff when I used to live over there. One time he had this Friday the 13th Jason Voorhees vinyl kit, and it was big like those NECA figure ones. And he got some different glue or something when he put it together, which MK or MEK, something like that. And it was meant to glue. It didn't glue. It was meant to sort of fuse the plastic together because he was getting a bit more advanced in his skills. He didn't want visible seams when it was done. So he was going to glue it all, sand and paint it all. It took over 4 weeks for it to dry. And every time I was going there before and after school, he'd pull out of the cupboard or in the yard and go, hey, look, it's still tacky. It's still doing this bloody thing. It took 4 to 6 weeks for it finally dried. He thought it was ruined, like right off. But then after it eventually dried, he was able to fully sand and paint and do it all. And it looked amazing when it was finished. And he even put a bit of cloth hair or something off one of his sister's dolls or something on it.
That's something that I want to get. I know that Toy Poloi, who I follow, he uses a sort of a plastic weld sort of substance, and I can't seem to find it here in New Zealand. My local Mr. Models made his own, but it's not the same. Essentially, it's crap. The best thing I can do with it is just basically can re-glue stickers onto plastic. That's the best I can do. I've still got it. So I've ended up sort of coming up with like super
dry out. So if you've got one that does that chemical reaction or action, where it's actually changing the composition and lasts, that's good.
Yeah. So, and I know plastic can be quite tricky. Like some places will melt and bond, some won't stick together. I've used different type of glues. I've used the plastic glue from Sally's. That's the best one. Who's that? Was that you, Johnny? Oh, it's too delicious. Sorry.
Retro saying plastic roll's been banned. I thought there's too many people eating it because it's usually what happens in Australia. People eating glue or paint or some nonsense like that.
That probably explains because I tried buying it to get it delivered here to New Zealand, and it got to the point where I was in the cart and it just wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. And Retro's right, but I know it works with certain plastics. Like the styrene sheets and all that works really well. But the super glue and baking soda, my God, that is a beautiful, beautiful combination. I don't know what it does.
What does the baking soda do to the super glue? What's the difference?
They sort of mix together and it becomes rock hard. And then after it's dried or cured, you can sand it off. And it does wonders. Like the figure I did for Nate, the chainsaw. So I didn't originally use that gun piece originally. I used another piece, and it just failed. As I drilled the hole, it went lopsided. It didn't look good. I should have kept that footage and did it behind the scenes sort of thing. I didn't really keep it. So I was like, all right, I want this chainsaw for this Nate, the Robo Tinker. I want this chainsaw because I think it will look really good. And I looked at this handgun. If I chop the handle piece off the gun, I should be able to drill into here. Yep, sweet as. And I use a paper clip, and then I use baking soda and super glue. So you put a drop of super glue, you sprinkle baking soda over it, you pat it a wee bit, you put some more super glue and a bit more baking soda and follow it up with super glue again, and it just layers, and it becomes rock fucking hard.
Cool. You ever use that epoxy putty for anything in your customs?
Oh yeah, heaps. The Milliput.
Yeah, like my dad was over here and he fixed up the door with that. When he went to get a new door handle and drill the thing, he's like, I said, what do we do about this bloody hole? He goes, well, you get wood chips and PVA and you fill it up and use some epoxy putty, flat with the door again and paint it over.
That one. Yeah. There's the epoxy putty which builders use. I haven't used that. I use the modeling one.
I use it on an action figure when the head, not this one, but I had a shitty McFarlane one where I took it out of the packet and it had frozen up. You know, there's certain those bloody giant sea crates in China. They go hot, cold, and the plastic warped. So I took them out of the packet, went to go turn them head on it was like a Red Hood from Batman. And the whole thing just went snap. And I was like, oh, that head's fucked. And I super glued it and then it snapped off again. And I went, what else can I do? Shoved some of the epoxy putty up in the head cavity, jammed it on, left overnight. The head will never turn, but at least it stays on again.
It stays on. Yeah.
And it's only a cheap figure. I wasn't going to buy another one because it was only a cheap figure anyway.
Yeah, that's a great thing. I did a live stream with Casey on Podcast from the Pits with a bunch of other customs, and they talked about green stuff. So that's my next thing. I'm going to buy green stuff, and it actually is called green stuff. So it's yellow and blue strips, right, like that, and you just cut off a certain bit, and you mix it together, and then obviously it turns green. And they said it's a lot easier to deal with than Milliput. So that's my next thing to do, and it's cheaper. I would have. Yeah, you want to play with that green stuff too, Nate?
Yeah, Nate's going to mutate in some kind of weird green monster with that stuff.
Yeah, one of the guys said that he used it quite well to make hair, and I'm like, well, that's what I need to do. I want to make hair, like the sculpting of the hair.
So you like make it solid, get like a scalpel or something, and do lines in it, that kind of thing, or. But
it can also be quite flexible too. They're saying. I think it can also be.
Or even like roll it like style and do some dreads or something, or is it that?
Yeah, because I heard somewhere that if you handle Milliput too much, it can give you cancer.
Well, anything all this my dad's worked with fiberglass all his life and resins and glues, and he smokes cigarettes. Somehow he never got it. He's like 70 now. He's had so much chemical exposure, and he's still going. He's still doing stuff.
That's a miracle. Well, I've done powder coating.
Meanwhile, I'm 45. My lungs are going to shit. I've never smoked a day in my life, and I stay away from chemicals.
That's probably why I'm doing voiceovers lately. So I've noticed in my videos you can hear me breathing, and it's only when you're painting
nostrils and that. It's not actually. I'm not actually sniffing it. It's like that. It's just me breathing, and it comes across on the microphone.
Breathing, yeah. So when you're painting, you're holding your breath, and you're breathing for your nose. Well, the mic picks up
it amplifies it because I can't hear it when I'm sitting there.
Can't you? Because I when I go back to edit stuff, it drives me to drink, and I go like, if it makes me mad, honestly, anyone who's watching my content will be saying the same thing. Like, this is driving me nuts. All I hear is
if you're on the headphones, like if I'm on a tablet or TV, is right. But I've got the headphones on, it's like the serial killer's in the house, man. It's like they're coming to get me.
I literally did at first. I was like, who's causing that breathing?
Yeah,
and it's like, oh fuck, it's me.
Yeah, I've noticed it when I've been in group things last year with Zazel and that, and then I became aware of it. Then if it's a panel of people, I'm like, okay, when I'm not talking, mute, so I don't have to, that bloody breathing doesn't go over.
Yeah. Well, Nate.
What is it? The ASMR psycho serial killer channel fads.
Loves the sound of breathing. I wonder if there is anyone that loves the sound of my breathing. Oh,
there's somebody out there. Somebody out there's I like that Kiwi breath sound.
So I decided to do my first video was a Serpentor figure, and luckily Nate. So I still do the talking as I do normally, but then I go into my quiet G.I. Joe room with my second mic, and I talk over what I've done, and it's a lot clearer.
It's easier.
But the last 20 seconds of the video, I forgot to delete the original footage. So there was two voices coming through. So lucky Nate pointed out that there was two voices there. So I deleted it straight away. People must have been really frustrated. Like, this video is up, and then it's got deleted. Like, so yeah, I luckily it was only a membership video, which is I've only got 5 members. And luckily it was just like, yep, correct that and good as gold. But I've noticed that video has been viewed 16 times now. So obviously someone's been rewatching it. I don't know who, but I do appreciate the person who's rewatching it. I do appreciate it. And I do love all my subscribers and my members and all that. Like yourself, Johnny. Haven't heard from you for ages. And I felt really bad for not contacting you, bro. Yeah, just as I said, some bad shit was happening last month, and it's probably carry on to this month. Yeah,
you got to look after yourself, man. Like you do heaps of great stuff, you and your brother, and that, and you're much beloved in the community by the folks over here and here in New Zealand and even Japan. I feel. Yeah, and all the UK lot and all the other people over there that get into stuff, and I know of the names of some of them, but a lot of them I don't know personally.
Yeah. Health-wise, I'm okay, but if I don't get the sleeping patterns down, I'm not going to be okay. And if I'm not going to be okay, I'm not going to be good for my family. So I've got to work on my health. Not my health, my sleeping patterns. Yeah.
If I get out of bed and sleep, I'm a mess.
Yeah, and I don't want to take sleeping pills. So I'm dead against taking pills, except for vitamins.
Magnesium at night time.
Yeah, the wife said I should do that, so maybe I should.
Not too much, or it'll give you the bloody shits, as I found out. Not too
really?
Much. A little
really?
Bit. Well, it's electrolytes. It's minerals and electrolytes. So too much of anything, it's like a diuretic, like coffee, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I've discovered that now. 51, I've discovered that. So I can have 2 cups of coffee and I'm good to go. I can't have any more after that because then it's like
I need coffee in the morning before lunchtime. After lunchtime, I will sleep from 11 till 12, and then I'll be awake the rest of the fucking night.
Yep, because you do the same type of work as my brother, right? You take care of.
I do aged care. I do. I'm in community, so half my day is driving, half my day is the actual work of like I'm showering people, I'm cleaning houses, taking people to the GP, doing shopping. Anything you do at home. Sometimes I'm making people meals and that, but I'm on my feet all day other than when I'm driving between the houses and visits.
Your first class, mate. Your first fucking class.
It's easier than when I worked in the factory and drove the forklift because that was like really grueling. That was like lift 10, 20 kilo boxes all bloody day, 8 hours a day, and it used to wreck my back.
Yeah, that's weird. I just had a notification from YouTube. Nah, I'll read it later.
Player 1 has entered the game.
I'm not sure what that was, but I'll read it later. But yeah, probably some creep listening to my voice breathing. Ooh, yeah.
Where's that new video, mate, with all the breathing? You took it out, and that was one I wanted to watch.
Yeah, well, I've also, if you notice, I try to watch everyone's contents if I can. I really try to.
There's so much. There's so many people doing
so much. Stuff. Yeah.
I used to get like 5 notifications, 10. Then I looked at my tablet I turned on yesterday, and it's like 50 notifications. I'm like, bloody hell.
Yeah, exactly. So I literally I literally had to do that as well. I've got to turn off the notifications because it's I was
It
getting ready to do a
overloads your
meeting.
computer and your thing, and you can't use it for 10, 20 minutes when you turn it off.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's so I was on a show with Lawrence, Punk with Toys. Lawrence. I might say his name wrong. About a Punk with Toys, and he gave me some great advice about my. I kind of knew that my intro was too long, and it's probably like driving people away. So he said, like, do it this way, and I've done it. I've done probably four or five videos now where I just show what I'm doing first, then I do the intro, then I get into it, and I think it's a lot better. I'm not worried about the views. I'm not worried about the subscribers, but I noticed my viewers were slipping away. So what worked last
year? This is
year,
like a 5-10 minute sort of video,
or it was ended up being like a 45-minute video. But even with the 15-minute videos, they were taking. It was the intro that was driving people away. So it was saying that I was looking at the analytics and I was saying, oh yeah, people are dropping off because the intro is too long. Now that I've changed it, it's a lot even ground. So I'm happy with that now.
You got on the route like they've done all the TV shows years ago. You watch all the 70s, 80s shows. They got these big long intros about 2-3 minutes, and then when we got to like 2000s, it was like credits, intro. Here's MacGyver. Here's Stuck. Bang! It's just got action, and then we might play a bit of an intro afterwards.
Yeah, what they call it, the when they do that on the like MacGyver, it's called like the Gambit, eh? It's like a little. Yeah, like on MacGyver, it's like a little taste of what's going to happen. You go, wow, this is great, and then they do the intro theme.
Yeah.
And then you're into it, and I'm like,
I got that from James Bond actually, because he's and some of the later Bond ones they would start off with the straight up action, and then they would play the big full credit sequence after that.
Yep, yeah. I think they've also started that with some of the movies as well too. Some movies.
You watch like movies from like 50s, 60s, 70s, are these big, massive long credit sequences, and it's like, okay, now it's the attention deficit generations. Nobody could pay attention for 30 seconds to anything.
Well, do you know what I did that? Because they realized that people weren't really watching the credits at the end of the film. And so they had to add in like,
I used to sit in the cinemas because I'd like listen to the music, or sometimes I would look for certain credits. But then I'm a film nerd, and I had time when I was younger, to do that. I don't have time to do that now. But there's certain shows I will never skip the intro if it's okay. And to me, it's a sin. Sorry, to skip the intro. These are Miami Vice, MacGyver, Magnum PI, Night Rider. I watch the full intro every time on all like 100 episodes because I can't skip that cool music.
Yep, that's the same with me.
Any other show, I'm like, next, Blacklist, season 4, season 5. Let's go, fast as possible.
Yep, it was Airwolf, Street Hawk for me.
Wrestling, Netflix, that bloody intro. It's the same thing every time.
Yep. Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, for all the Star Treks. I don't want to skip the intro. The intro to me is what makes
those Trek ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Even some of those newer Trek shows, a lot of people don't like them, but the intros, you watch the intros, like the title sequences are really awesome.
Yeah, and that's how I've now changed it. So I've done like a little bit of a gambit, a little bit of a tease, what I've done, the intro, and then boom.
That's good.
And I think that's worked out. I'm still learning. I'm no expert. To me, it's a hobby. I'm having a bit of fun, but I think I wasn't getting hooked up with the subscribers, and I never will.
And people's habits change, and then YouTube changes, and it's like this shell game of shifting stuff. Like, what's the trick that's going to work this week?
Yeah. So you think to yourself, what works really well last year, and you're doing really well, and then you boom hop in it this year, and I notice it because the Rolling Thunder, I always do something quite big to start off the year ish. Like a big, like a really popular vehicle to repair or something. Yeah. I was like, that didn't do so well. That I mean, it got the views, but it didn't do really well. I was like, what's happening here?
Sometimes you can have like a really well-known topical thing and like a real, like here's the hits. It's Megatron. It's Optimus Prime. Here's the hits. It's the guys from G.I. Joe. It's He-Man. Things everyone knows, and it does poorly. And then you do some other niche thing, and it's like, why did that do really well? This thing barely anyone knows about. Lots of people watched it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I did a classic review on Snake Eyes. I thought everyone loves Snake Eyes. Boom, I'm in. Nah. I was like, okay. All right. Do I go back and redo it again? Or what did I do wrong? But it is what it is.
A bit of a stinker. The first day and first week of the video, like, lives or dies, like, apart from your subscribed audience, anyone who's not a subscriber who's just seeing it in the feed, it either shows it to people or it doesn't. And when it doesn't show it, it's just like dead,
Some creepers paying. Hey, I wouldn't mind being on OnlyFans. Just my breathing. It'll give me a little bit of extra money towards Fiji. Oh my god, mate! TikTok. Oh, Fiji. So my wife showed me this thing on Fiji. The price of chocolate, like the normal 1K, like $14 to $15. Wow. Like potato chips.
Import stuff.
And I'm sitting there like, why are we going to Fiji? Why? We could have gone to Australia. There's a lot more to do in Australia, and there's not water because I'm not really a water person.
Chocolate's like $2. So, it's probably it's $5, $2 on special, I guess.
Yeah, but it's like $15 to $16, and I went, I hate to imagine what alcohol is going to be like. Yeah, so that sort of freaked me out a bit. I was like,
I think they got to pay a lot for the because it relies a lot on the tourist trade, and I think a lot of the expensive getting stuff in there and that.
Yeah. So the TikTok ended up with bring your own snacks to the country. I was like, okay, it's a tropical country. You don't really need much clothes, do you? You just, couple of underwears, couple of shorts, no shirt. Don't worry about that. Plenty of suntan lotion. And what's this other suitcase, Mr. Rule Campbell? Oh yeah, heaps of chocolate bars, heaps of snacks, drinks, Coca-Cola. Hey, it's Ronnie. You fell asleep.
How's that?
You fell asleep for a bit.
He was dreaming about cricket.
I was just talking about you, Ronnie, bro. So I'm doing this unboxing video. Ronnie is too kind. He got a few figures out of a gamble he got. And I just said, "Oh, can I grab two?" And then I said, "Oh, there's a figure that my bro wants." And literally, he's far too kind. He's gave me some beaters. He's way too kind. So yeah, I'm throwing you. There's that T-shirt. For some reason, where I get my T-shirts done, they're lag behind. They can't find the shirts that I want, the olive green shirt. So I've booked it in. I've ordered it. It's coming in within the next couple of weeks. As soon as that T-shirt comes in, that's coming towards you, Ronnie, plus those other couple of figures. And also the fact I'm going to do up a mask for that Septo Viper, that Viper that you wanted. I'm going to do this. So basically I got this from a $2 shop, and it's a bubble sort of thing. But if I cut this part off, it's the perfect shape for the clear mask. So I'll do that for you, bro. I'll also film it. I figured while I've got time, while that T-shirt's coming, I might as well do something. And then I felt really bad, so I knew you wanted a Toxo Zombie, so I'll give you a Toxo Zombie.
A what zombie?
It's the best. Yeah, it's like a Toxo Viper, but it's been dipped in toxic waste, and it's become a zombie.
It's a variant, like color scheme of that.
Yeah, it's become mutated. So it's mutated, and it's half its face is like real zombie like. So they call it Toxic Zombie instead of Toxic Viper. They're pretty cool. They're pretty hard to find. Oh, mate. I couldn't thank you enough, bro. Like you did way too much, bro. Way too much. It was what did you say there? No worries. I'm gonna do a video too of an unboxing video. So that was meant to be last night, but I was trying to catch up with some sleep last night, to be honest. I say that. So my bad habit is you must know this. Do you fall asleep on the couch and do you wake up and you got your second wind?
I sometimes have a nap on purpose in the afternoon or evening, but often my missus will walk in and wake me up and start poking me with a stick or something when I'm trying to actually have a rest. So I try and have a little nana nap at some point anywhere I can get one.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'll wake up any old time. Yeah, if I'm properly awake, I'll get up and do stuff.
Yeah, my bad thing is that I'll be watching something on TV and I know I'm getting tired and I should just say, that's it. Go to bed. Get yourself changed, go to bed. But I don't. I try to stay up.
If I do that, I wake up. I go to bed and then I'm like, I can't sleep now. I need to listen to bloody X-Files or something, falling asleep to listen to. And so I listen to podcasts at night, wrestling podcasts. I leave the TV on or whatever. I need noise. And the noisy neighborhood, there's always stupid shit around here and barking dogs and that.
Nah, the wife did that. She used to listen to thunder or something like that, but she had it on her phone.
White noise, weather sound.
And white noise. She had white noise, but it kept me awake. So then I
that's the problem. It can keep you awake. But I've been listening to some kind of audio thing since I was like 15. Like I used to always have the radio on because that was free. But then the commercials would be allowed and wake you up. Now it's the YouTube ads that wake you up.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I just what I did is for last year's for Mother's Day or maybe the year before, I got my wife. She said this is what she wanted: the headband with the Bluetooth. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, yeah, it was awesome. But she stopped wearing it now. But it was great. It was like
I got an old phone that's no longer on the phone network, and I just listen to but it's on the Wi-Fi, and I can put that next to the bed at night, and I can listen to a little podcast on that. So, because I used to fall asleep with the headphones in, and then I wake up in the morning, there's like bloody earwax all through the headphones. It's pretty disgusting.
Well, you can see I wear glasses.
Knocks out of your head.
You can see I wear glasses, so when I fall asleep, I've got this indent and my face is bloody sore, and I'm like, what the fuck did I just do? Oh, that's right. I fell asleep on the couch, didn't I? Again. All right, bro. I'm going to say this has been on for like 2 hours. Yeah. Thanks for coming up, brother.
I got to
and we will see you. Yeah, we'll see you next week. Next week for the wrestling live stream
as well.
Yeah, with Phil. I think Lambs. Ooh, let me tell you something, brother. You're going to hear a lot of.
Come on, baby. Jimmy Hart.
Jimmy Hart.
If you don't like that,
you're going to hear a lot of Macho Man and Hulk Hogan sort of effect. I'll get my Undertaker cut out. Those are awesome figures, bro. Those are awesome figures. I picked up a Macho Man figure for my mum at the toy fair for $5. Didn't have the hat. Didn't have the glasses.
Yeah, I got the glasses.
But yeah, my mum's figure, which I'm doing, the custom G.I. Joe figure, is coming along really well. So, bro, I want to say, please like, share, subscribe to all these great channels, which is my bro, myself, Johnny. I love you, Johnny, bro. Yep. Johnny's going to be coming in next week, along with Phil, hopefully, Lambs, I think Kelly and John Boy. We're going to talk a bit about wrestling, like the WCW, ECW, and WF or WE from the past. I've got a few things to talk about, especially with Jake the Snake Roberts, and I know what you're going to talk about. But yeah, I'm going to say thank you everyone for watching. Thanks for the chats. Sorry to turn up late. It is what it is. It wasn't technical. It wasn't internet issues. Well, it was technical. The laptop is bloody old. And we'll catch you guys later.
Glue and rubber bands. He's model kibbled it together after watching MacGyver.
Literally, it is. To be honest, it was my wife's laptop, and now I've got like a keyboard and mouse because the keyboard doesn't work. The screen is slowly dying.
South American prison. You had to put it all together and escape at the same time.
Funny you should say that. I've actually got another laptop which I need to pull apart and salvage parts and rebuild another one. I know I'm not going to film that. It's just too stressful enough as it is. All right, guys. I'll catch you later. Thank you so much. Thanks, Johnny, for coming on. See you. Oh, how's that? I'm going to play the outro. I forgot my brother's not here.
Yeah, you could have put him to work. Crack the whip.
So where do you go? Outro? There he is.
I have the same.
Sorry.